Would you consider paying up for Jordan Spieth here, $9,600?
Oh man, Jordan Spieth. I mean, everything is aligning for Jordan Spieth this week, including his price. I mean, he's playing well. We see that. His price, I mean, I'm not sure how he's not a $10,000 guy. This may be his best chance to complete the career Grand Slam. The reason he hasn't won a PGA is because they're usually very hard tracks to suit his game. Long, narrow, fairways. This is a different kind of PGA Championship track, and he may not see this, we may not see this for a number of years. So I think everything is falling into place for Jordan Spieth this week. And yeah, 9,600 is a big go. He's one of the $9,000 guys I was talking about earlier.
Okay, Reid, that miscut at the Masters, it seemed like a low point, but then he won the RBC Heritage and he competed all week and finished second with that ridiculous minus 25 score at the Byron Nelson.
Yeah, and maybe the move to this part of the schedule helps Jordan Spieth out, right? Because before it was the last one where you're kind of burned out. Now it's the second one, right? Since 2019, and you got in 2019 at a third and a 30th, I believe, last year at the PGA Championship. So yeah, I mean, there's other guys, right? I've mentioned Cam Smith quite a bit. Dustin Johnson's there for GPPs, Brooks Koepka. He can do it, but I'm probably going to be a little bit underweight on Spieth and more overweight on a guy like Cam Smith.
Hey, Geoff, you probably don't have to say much. You've talked a lot about how you like Spieth this much this week.
It almost feels like it's too good to be true. Like Glenn said, like everything is setting up. It even looks like he's going to be on the good side of the weather draw. So, you know, the hurdle for people playing daily fantasy golf this week is actually not to talk yourself out of them at the last minute and be like, oh my God, everyone's playing Jordan Spieth. I need to do something different. You really don't. You just need to trust it at this point, because unless he loses 5 strokes putting, which I mean, it could happen, but it could also happen to like John Rahm. It could happen to Scotty Scheffler. It could really happen to anybody, any of the top players. He's probably going to be up there and he's probably going to challenge on the weekend. So, and at 9,600, the other thing is, like, if he finishes T9, that might be good enough for him to pay off and actually be in the winning lineups this week. So there's too much to like about Spieth. Again, just try not to think too much about it in the next 24 hours and you'll probably be fine.
But you guys, if he's like 20% rostered over there, like at what point? Because you don't have to fade a guy who's that rostered, but at what point would you be like, oh, that's a little bit too much?
I mean, I
probably not.
I think you'd have to get, for me, like, I think it'd have to be like well over 30%.
Yeah.
One of the worst mistakes is to avoid somebody that you think is going to do really well because he's going to be highly owned. You've got 5 other options to find differential. If you love Spieth, you got to play him.